Well, duty called. We did stop for Starbucks, so we'll continue on with set number 2. So as I said, speed of sound, I think this is going to be a nice filly. It's a big, giant filly. Your splints bother her up front. One of Amy's top picks at Lexington. And she looks like she's going to be... She looks like she's going to be a nice filly. Oh, I don't have enough of you. She looks like she's going to be a nice filly. I love what she does. I love her work ethic. She wants to get at them, and I don't want to have to put the hobbles on her yet. So I have been holding her together, knowing that these splints are bothering them. As you can imagine, I don't know how I can attribute it. Be like a bruise on your shin or something, right? You just can't work through that all the time, especially in a competitive way, like training a mile. I was very happy with the way that filly did her work today, and I can guarantee you, once we cryo those splints, and there's going to be a lot of people that don't understand and say, why wouldn't you just cryo them back in October? They can bother them again and again and again. I'd rather not do them twice. So we paint them hard, blister them up sometimes. When we feel that we really got them on the run, it sounds silly, but when you feel like you're making some real headway with the splints, then I'd like to hit them with the cryo gun just to finish them off, deaden them real good. It's worked well in the past, and as you can imagine, we've done this. We've gone down this road where we've done them in October and November. We end up just coming back, and it's always this time of year. You're at the latter part of cork season, and obviously we didn't use a lot of corks this year, but we're at the latter part of cork season, and that's when you really start to see them bother them a little bit. So really happy with speed of sound. Manhattan Money, now is the time when we're going to now turn the corner with him. He was very skittish to the point where he threw a right hook and cut my eye open. Almost took my head off the one day. He's very skittish, but he'll attack sometimes. If you corner him in a position where he doesn't feel comfortable, there's a right hook coming. And I just wanted to work on this horse's comfort level and confidence in the barn. And today, you saw it with the harder track. He struggled, made a break on Eric, and Eric had said he'd pull it up. He goes, now it's time. We'll put the hobbles on this horse now, and I think I'm interested because he's built like a fast horse. He's bred like a pretty good horse.
He's huge.
He's huge. I want to see what he's like. Now that we're going to give him a little set of training wheels, I want to see what he's going to do with them on. He might come forward in a big way. I'm intrigued. I'm very curious to see what he's going to do. I don't play nice. I've said this. I think this is one of the better quotes we've had in a while. We have a deep group of Ohio breds. Jason came to me today and was raving about I don't play nice, or I don't dance it by myself. Sorry, I get them mixed up. Dance it by myself. And I told him, I said, this is the deepest crew. We had globetrotting. You know, we had spend that money that year. We Compass Rose DC. We had some good horses. We had Oso Pine and West 52nd. We had good colts. But this is the deepest, all-encompassing year that we've ever had in Ohio. I just think a whole lot would have to go wrong for this not to be a real good year. Now, obviously, the unknown is maybe everybody's got really nice horses. Ohio's program has been getting better, which makes it harder to gauge, right? What was really good last year may not be, may just be okay this year. I don't know. But all I can say from a stable standpoint, we have a deep structure in Ohio this year so far with our horses. And a number of other horses in here. Leggy looked great again, screaming on the end of the mile. She rolled off, I think, going under the wire on Joey. Aunt Lily. Daryl said her hobbles are too tight. I can't go there like that. I said, well, I have a fix. You just won't go with her anymore. He said she wears her hobbles tight. It's certainly not the first Uncle Peter we've had that wore them tight. Oso Pine.
Some pace, if you know.
Yeah, no, she'll get rough and get out of gear, but she likes them. She likes her pants on tight. She likes her skinny jeans. And I think she's going to be a powerhouse of a filly also. Rosetta and the Priest. The Priest was awesome today. I told everybody
really good.
He's getting better and better and better. Jason's done a tremendous job. Everybody was on point today. I know it's frustrating for Amy or for anybody when the horses make breaks, but as I said, I take all that in, take all the information in and use it and say, okay, why did this horse make a break today and how can we work on that? And the more times you put them in a position to make breaks, or the more times that they make breaks training down, the less likely they'll repeat that. If we do our job, the less likely it is they'll repeat that when they get to the racetrack. So the Priest was great, and again, Rosetta's good. Hanging on that left line, still we line pull the Murphy on her. She's starting to get a little rude. I'm curious why she's on that left line. It's got to be up front. It's got to be maybe a splint coming on her also.
But she's been doing it for a while, and she likes to carry her head.
Yeah, she carries
She can
it out.
still try with her
Yeah.
head.
I'm curious why she does
But
that.
I don't
Anyway, we'll see. She's lots to offer. Very, very fast filly, and I'm really happy with her. Then we went to the third set. I feel bad. Had I got the horses mixed up in that set, I didn't realize Jason had Westland Warrior. Jason said, "Oh, he tried to kick." No, he didn't. So Westland Warrior, when he was castrated, ended up with a little bit of infection in his scrotum area, and ended up with a little bit of a mass in there. Now it will all dissipate and it will all clean out. But as you can imagine, it's uncomfortable. What you need to do is go jog him along real good, score him down a little bit real good, thaw that out, get that loosened up so that it's not bothering him very much. And Jason just went and jogged him around. It didn't dawn on me. I saw him from across the track. I'm like, who is that? And I just couldn't place him right away. Had I known it was Westland Warrior, I would have told him, score him down, thaw him out real good. And he said, he was hard to steer. Well, it's hard to steer because it's a little hurts a little bit, right? You're trying to move around, you're trying to trot in a straight line while you're constantly being focused on what's not in the mile, or what's not in your scrotum for that matter. So, Westland Warrior is far from being perfect, but he'll get there. And I know I had one of our clients say, well, how does this happen? Well, castrate enough horses, you're going to have one or two of these. And I can assure you, Dr. Latessa does a tremendous job also. And if the horse got a little infection, it happens. It's not the end of the world. It will run its course, and we will clean it out. But today is not a good barometer. As I said to Jason, you go with him next week. Put him in the hole, go a slow mile, and do not move him. Do not advance 1 foot. Stay there in a very, very, very comfortable, even mile in a training session. Now, of course, he's a little rude. You gotta give him some. You gotta cut the horse some slack. He's rude because he's hurting. So he's gonna push through it. Don't worry. The horse was absolutely perfect before we gelded him. Aside from being naughty and bad in the barn, being really rude in the barn. So we did castrate him. I don't regret castrating, and the horse will be fine. Wasn't his best day today. She sits at the bar. Of course, now Amy's made 2 breaks in 3 sets. You were very upset. So, anyway, just need to... It's hard for me to explain sitting behind all the horses and understanding what the horses are doing, or at least quantifying it the way I can so that it makes sense in my brain. And when I see the horses make mistakes, like I said to her today, when she took offense to it, which she shouldn't have, but we'll talk about that another time.
Okay, well, there's a reason why you don't coach Little League.
Oh, I couldn't coach Little League. I would kill 3 kids a year, for sure.
You're communicating is...
My communicating. You're going to call my communicating.
Oh, you put a good show on for everybody watching here, but
that's the way
behind closed doors?
I'm trying to explain it to you. The problem is, now I have to be careful how I say this. The problem is, the message is not always received well,
Right.
and it is taken in offense. Scotiabank. I have to take this call. Take 3 coming up in a minute.